outsourcing and
Go ahead.
outsourcing and insourcing. Increasingly, manufacturing companies are in fact becoming supply chain management companies. Companies like Dell and Nike no longer make their own products. Many of their manufacturing and distribution activities are outsourced, meaning provided by third-party companies. In order to outsource the right activities, the organization must identify its core competencies. To do this, supply chain expert Jim Tompkins suggests defining the organization's tasks using four categories.
Okay, so that's outsourcing and insourcing. So companies tend to like lessen their costs if they will just get someone to do that for them. You would know, I mean, in a simpler version, Chowking would not have baked their brownies. Hindi sila nagbe-bake nun. They get someone to bake it for them. So they'll order. That's just a little bit of example, lalo na sa mga food industry. It says here, Jim Tompkins has 4 categories. First, we have primary course tasks. These are the activities that provide business with a competitive advantage, such as scheduling, product design, etc. Typically, the organization core competencies lie in one or more of these areas and will be outsourced. Product design is one of the example. It's important that you make sure that kung mag-outsource ka, if you'll get an outsource, because it's not part of your company, it's a third-party company, they would know and they will keep the quality, right? O sa restaurant mo, kanyari doon sa bigasan ni May dyan, wala namang, hindi naman sanay sa biryani ang mga Pilipino. E paano kung yung product, yung supplier ni May dyan, yung mga bigas are coming from basmati. Baka hindi mabenta yung mga basmati rice mo kasi hindi familiar. Sabihin ng mga Pinoy, bakit ang payat ng ano na to? Ang payat ng ng bigas na to. They won't be familiar. So your suppliers, because there are third party, you want to make sure that they know your products. They know how to do your products, and they would still keep with the design of your company. Secondary task. These activities are crucial for business operation, but not customer-facing, such as human resources and facility maintenance. These activities may be outsourced by are tightly controlled. Well, for human secondary control. If still we are in the part of outsourcing, you have full control. Sabihin natin that I wanted this kind of model for this particular day, then you still have to say, because you are paying them, you're outsourced, right? The one that pays has the control with that, because you are the somehow the customer. Go back tayo sa example natin, umorder yung Chowking ng brownie sa labas, ang magpo-produce yung bakery ni Rusty Bakery. Kalawangin na bakery in Tagalog. Bakery ni Rusty. Siyempre, susundin ni Rusty kung kailan yung date ng orders. They have control still because they pay them. Sila yung nagbabayad kay Rusty. You want to make the relationship longer, susundin ni Rusty yun. These are terminologies, ha? You might be aware. Kasi ganun din, may mga companies, in the future, you will encounter this. Na, hindi pala ang company sila, hindi pala sa kanila lahat. Meron pa rin pala silang mga partners, may mga nagsusupport sa kanila. So, ito na yung mga yan. And these are the consideration that we have to think about when we made those partnerships. Primary non-core tasks. This category represents activities that are not crucial for business operation, but can have a negative impact on business partnerships, such as financial services and information technology. These activities may be outsourced, but not tightly controlled. Secondary non-tasks. these activities are not crucial for business operations and are not customer-facing, such as janitorial landscaping services at the head office. These activities are also outsourced. That makes sense. Parang layo naman ng topic, but yeah, it's part of it. Part pa rin yun sa supply chain ninyo. Yung company nyo, Michelle, home-based ka ba?
Ano, sir?
Home, ano ka? Nag-home, working from home ka?
Hindi. Pupunta ako ng warehouse. Nag-outsourcing kami. Yung ano namin, yung delivery service provider.
Yes.
So, iba. We have like
And
15
makakatipid
at meron
kayo
kaming
doon.
warehouse.
Yes.
Yeah.
They
Wala
will say,
kang expense sa asset mo. Hindi ka yung mag-pay sa
visa.
driver,
Oo,
sa
yes.
visa.
Hindi mo gastos yun. So, service lang nila yung babayaran mo.
Yeah. Pero ang problema, wala ka ding control sa drivers.
Yes, minimal.
So, when it comes to performance, push ka lang ng push sa owners. Kasi sila yung magpupush sa delivery drivers. So, if pumalpak yung performance nila, hindi naman yung driver yung mapapagalitan, yun namang owner or yung DSP provider.
Yes. So, katrabaho na nila yun to keep the relationship. Otherwise, kung sabihin sa report ni Michelle na, uy, palpak tong provider natin, probably we can find another one. Hindi yun ang gusto natin.
nag-handle ng third party companies. Oo. Yung department namin.
Mga ibang lahi ano yun, diba? Parang wala kayong Pinoy na riders eh. Would you have?
Meron din. Meron. Pero karamihan is Pakistani, yung African, tsaka minsan lang Indian, Bangladesh.
Yung nga nakikita akong trucks eh. I mean, yung mga malalaki na delivery trucks na may Amazon na nakalagay.
Yung trucks is, ano na yun siya, sila yung bali, yan yung tinatawag na, yung sinabi mo na dock, ano yun sir? Cross-docking.
Yes, cross-docking, yes.
Yeah. Sila yung...
Pero yung mga van looking, yung mga malalaki na van.
Yung mga high roof, sila na yung mga delivery drivers.
Ang laki nga dyan, no? Ibig sabihin from... You have office here in Abu Dhabi, right?
Yeah, in Musafa.
Musafa. Medyo malayo na yun, pero mga factories kasi nandun sa Musafa. Insourcing. Read this for me, Rusty.
Insourcing. In recent years, some organizations have found that they took outsourcing too far, resulting in an excessively lengthy, complex supply chain. This has led to insourcing, where parts of the supply chain are moved back in-house to be performed by international employees or by contractors who are working inside the facility. This gives the organization better control over key tasks that impact the supply chain.
Earlier, may na-share si Michelle about like the control, not them having full control of the people that works for them. That makes sense, no? But there are people that still be responsible to keep the relationship to be longer, at the same time to maintain the quality. So those are the things that we also consider. The trainings, are you providing trainings by any chance, Michelle, given that may mga palyado pa rin? So the training would be coming from you or coming from your outsourced?
It's coming from Amazon itself. We have a training team department who is conducting the training prior to the start date of the drivers. Meron din mga third party warehouse, we call it EDSP. So sila yung may sarili silang training team. What we do is we train their training team, so sila rin yung train sa drivers.
How long would the training be? Gaano katagal niyo silang iti-train?
3 hours lang. Training lang naman sa safety, training how to use the application, and what are the things that you need to do while delivering. Mga ganun.
So it's just quick. That's interesting. Offshoring is a specific type of outsourcing that refers to moving parts of business operations outside a native country. For example, in 2000, Dell moved out of customer support operations from the United States to call centers in India. Similarly, in Pringles debacle in 2003, Procter & Gamble constructed additional manufacturing facilities in China and Thailand. Same offshore is like a site in different country. There are various types of how can offshoring be applied in the company. Say for example, the main material of your product ay coming from a different country like China, then might as well magkaroon ka ng station doon. So it could be manufactured. Mas mapapadali yung delivery coming from the spare parts. Instead of you delivering those spare parts going to the US, na magde-delivery, that would take time. What if it's already there in China? That's an offshore site. Call center, as I said example here, in offshore nila. Philippines is a #1 source of offshore agents because our English is understandable. We have less accent and we have a neutral accent that native speakers can understand. So it's either Philippines or India kapag ang mga call centers nila. Kapag Spanish speaking somewhere like farther South America, Guatemala, siguro mga ganun, mga part ng area na Spanish speaking, pero wala sila sa US kasi mas mura. One person that they will give salary in the US is equivalent to 4 individuals back offshore. Mas makakatipid sila. Yung sahod ng isa, 4 ang makakagawa nun. Through phone call lang. So, saan sila makakatipid? Offshore. Yes. Reshoring. However, some companies have found that disadvantages of outsourcing outweigh the financial benefits, leading to a trend of reshoring, bringing operations back to the business home country. Continuing with Dell example, customer satisfaction dropped significantly after call centers were moved offshore. Executive realized the customer service was in fact a key activity to their technology sales businesses and choose to move most of the support operations back to the United States in 2004. Nilipat na nila sa Pilipinas. Char. Pero I'm saying, most likely, I'm not trying to discriminate. But if you would...
Na-move nila, sir.
Huh?
Sir, na-move nila. Kasi I was working before in a call center company. We have an account called Dell.
Dell, yes. I did too, apparently. Nag-work ako sa Sprint, Teleperformance, sa Mandaluyong. Account namin
Converges ako.
Hirap! Diba? Service provider, ang product knowledge, ang sakit sa ulo. Ang sakit sa ulo talaga. And then, nag-move ako sa Nokia. Naging product namin ng Nokia bago magsara. Kami ata siguro yung dahilan kung bakit bumagsak ang Nokia. But they outsource the main call center. No call center in the US. It's all in the Philippines. So we would be answering calls from Canada and US mainly. Yung mga last phone namin na Microsoft phones, yun na yung last bago nagbabalik ulit ngayon. Pero nahirapan na silang bumalik. They were trying to push the Symbian software that time. Di ba Android para sa mga Samsung, LG, tapos ano yung system nga ulit? Ano nga operating system ng Apple? Mac. iOS, yeah. Para sa Apple. Tapos ang Nokia, they were trying to do the Symbian, ang operating system. Hindi siya masyadong user-friendly. Mas user-friendly ang Android. So, call center namin. I worked as a customer service sa complaints, service recovery team. Imagine the calls in the 8 hours, siguro nakakasampu akong complaints na kausap from all levels na yon, from level 1 to the last level. So imagine how difficult it is because we're trying to recover the team na. Ayun na yung mga paalis ng brand. It was ang sakit sa ulo. Very stressful. All right. We have here third and fourth party logistics. When you were working there, Michelle, gano'ng katagal sa Convergys? Oo, naging call center hopper ka.
Sa Convergys, accounting software gamit namin. Amin ang account.
Yes. Ilang years, I'm sorry?
4.
Tagal. I think I was started when I graduated in 2010. I started working kasi ano din ako Vodafone Doha. So plus 20, siguro mga 7 years. Tagal ko din sa customer service. Doon ako nag-shift ng construction after that. Sabi ko, ay mabago naman yung yung bago naman yung environment. Fetics ako doon sa construction. Walang stress, walang pressure. Inglesero ang lola mo. Kaya parang ano ko doon. Kaya agad-agad. Mga document lang yung mga wino-work. Wala akong kausap na customer. Pag may kausap ka sa customer, kailangan bulahin. You know, paikutin ng mga customers. Doon wala naman because it's all internal. Third and fourth party logistics providers. Third-party logistics provider, or 3PLs, a third-party logistics provider is a company that manages the logistics or operational aspect of a supply chain for another organization. Mga couriers nyo, according to 2014, yada, yada, yada. These are the following activities of your 3PLs. Domestic and international transportation, warehousing. May mga companies na walang warehouse. So magkailangan nilang mag-avail ng services ng mga 3PLs kasi sila yung meron. Imagine if your company is trying to, you know, save cost. May mga companies na naman na may mga warehouse. Might as well avail for their services. Tama, Rusty? Dahil we're trying to save the cost. Freight forwarding, organizing shipment and couriers. Custom brokering, yes, for sure, because there would be some requirements from customs to make sure that the products that you will deliver are safe and would not incur any damages in the the receiving part. Reverse logistics, handling return processes. That's when you are trying to, you know, return items that are broken, damaged, or wrong items, and cross-docking. So these are the activities for your 3PL. Fourth-party logistics, 4PL, also known as lead logistics providers. Fourth-party logistics providers oversee the activities of 3PL. The entire supply chain, if you look at 3PL, like the various contractors, they might work on a construction project. 4PLs are likely the general contractor. So, ibig sabihin, kung nandito ang 4PL, someone that oversees, nandito ang iyong mga careers, ang 3PL mo. Under the umbrella of 4PL, kasi sila yung nag-oversee, oversee the activities of 3PL or entire supply chain. So nasa baba yung 3PL nyo. So that's the difference, no? Advantages of 3PL and 4PL. In today's highly complex world, outsourcing distribution and logistics functions can provide companies with significant advantages. Specialized 3PLs can move optimized warehousing processes, inventory management, and transportation methods to reduce costs. They may also be more in touch with regulation trends and new ideas, making your supply chain more efficient, adaptable, and in tune with current best practices, as well as 3PLs may have a better understanding of what data to track, what numbers mean, and processes to change as a result. 4PLs can take advantages as further extending their expertise to the entire supply chain and providing a more comprehensive approach. Instead of dealing with just a small part of supply chain, they can oversee and coordinate all partners to ensure best flow possible. Yung 3PL at saka 4PL, they're both related, no? These are the activities that sila yung nagdi logistics, so part ng logistics. Ang Amazon ba may you yourself is the part of the 3PL, correct?
We're both.
3PL and 4PL.
Yeah.
So may mga ganong company that they would do. May mga partners kayo. May mga companies na nag-a-avail ng services niyo for 3PL.
Oh, meron.
Like what? What are the big
Sa ibang
companies that you have right now?
Di ko alam sa side nila.
Yes.
Kasi ibang department ko may handle. Yung sa logistics, sa last mile, alam ko, pero sa
Yes.
mga meron kami, alam mo iMile?
iMile, is this electronics?
iMile delivery service.
Oh, okay.
So
Yes.
nag-avail sila, nag-approach sila sa amin to deliver and to store packages on behalf of Amazon. So meron silang sariling station, I think sa Ajman, sila yung may handle. Meron din dyan
Yes.
sa Abu Dhabi.
Correct. Kasi mas nakakatipid sila doon. They'll save more cost if they'll avail for your service. Imagine the supply chain there. Kailangan ng sasakyan, ng gas, tao. What if you just avail for the service? That's less, activities for them. So that's the benefit of your 3PL and 4PL. And Amazon happens to have both 3PL and 4PL. Someone that oversees the activities, 4PL, 3PL. Advantages of 3PL and 4PLs. Rusty, read this for me.
There is always some risk of outsourcing any activity, particularly crucial activities that this supply chain relies on. It can be difficult for different companies to get on the same page, and for your organization to effectively monitor what's happening in the supply chain. However, as the number of 3PLs and 4PLs grows, so their understanding of what it takes to make the process work. The 2014 3PL study cited earlier found that 70% of shipper and 69% of 3PLs are satisfied with their relationship with each other. Be aware that outsourcing can be expensive activity, and 3PL and 4PL often require a lengthy contract. Your organization may find itself stuck with a partner who is not contributing to the supply chain as expected. To avoid this, it's important to do extensive research and be clear about expectation and result. Your job is to understand the needs of your supply chain, choose the right partners, and stay involved in the process to ensure that this result continue to be delivered.
There are advantage and disadvantages of this as well, but we're also looking for more on the advantages. That's why we plan first. It says here extensive research to be clear about your expectation and results, and we also have like certain number of length of your partnership. Gaano ba katagal yung partnership yun? Sige, try muna natin for 1 year yung partner natin with Amazon kasi sila naman yung may ganung services. Tingnan natin if that 1 year will be productive. Most likely, they will be providing certain reports to see how beneficial the partnership was. So doon natin i-base if we're gonna move forward. Kung move forward pa ba tayo sa partnership, medyo parang palugi tayo. Parang mas mura yung noon.
Question po.
Yes, please.
Tulad sa amin sa construction, so parang naisip kong yung third party namin is yung ERP na ginagamit namin
Mm-hmm.
kasi gumagamit kami ng ERP.
Yes.
D365. So yun yung pinaka third party namin to oversee para
This
para
ERP,
ma-improve yung
do they deliver? Sila ba yung nagde-deliver? Tapos hindi sila part ng company nyo? Kung hindi sila part ng... Yes.
Hindi sila part ng company, sir. They just give us a training once a year. And then after that, they just let us continue the process.
Yes. But do they deliver? Sila yung nagde-deliver? Sila ba yung nag-move ng products nyo? From one... then they can...
Kami na yung nag-ooperate.
Ang third party doon, lalo na kasi logistics to eh. Ang 3PL logistics, sila yung nag-move. Logistics is the movement of one product to another from the client. So, yung nag-move nun, yung nag-move ng product, sila yung may logistics activity. Pwedeng, katulad yan, Amazon, dahil sila yung may mga equipment and machineries. Like sila yung may means, may sasakyan, may truck. So mag-avail na lang tayo doon. Kapag yung company na yun na nag-move ng products nyo, then they are your 3PLs.
They are the 3PLs. Okay.
Yes. Tama, Faith? Okay, yan. At si Faith walang Facebook. Hindi siya nag-Facebook habang nagka-class. Habang Facebook. Anong app ang meron ka?
IG po at Twitter.
Twitter. Di mga Twitter din ako. Twitter, TikTok. Hindi ako nagsasasayaw. Kaya nagdadab-dab. Nahirapan ako mag-isabay. Na ano ko lang. Nagpo-post lang din ako kung ano pinopost ko sa Instagram. Ganun pinopost ko sa TikTok. May views naman. Alright. Building partnership within your supply chain. Read this for me, Mayjan.
Building partnerships within your supply chain. As supply chain grow to include more partners and elements, companies have realized that a new approach is needed in order to be successful. Here are some of the strategies that top supply chains have used to build long-term relationships with their network.
Continue. Yeah, please continue.
Understand that your failure or success is intertwined. The success of each member of the supply chain depends on the other members. For example, let's say that you know that the way supplier A is manufacturing their product results in rework and waste when supplier B packages and pallets it. You decide that it's their problem, not yours, until revenues are 20% less due to the extra cost.
See, understand that your failure or success is intertwined. Magkadugtong, intertwined. Diba? It's a risk, but it has to be calculated risk. When you are making your partnership with certain companies, especially kunyari, ikaw, mag-outsource ka na, lumaki na yung Rusty Bakery, magkakaroon na sila ng vegan option. Iba na yung market noon, magpupunta na yung from Philippines, magkakaroon na sila ng outsource sa USA. Sino mag-a-deliver doon? Sige, try natin yung Amazon ni Michelle. Magde-deliver tayo ng mga products doon. It's a risk. Kung kikita ba or hindi, kung magagastusan ka ba o hindi. But it has to be a calculated risk. Failure and success are intertwined. Siyempre, when you calculated risk, kung babagsak ka man,
ako.
Sure, dear, please.
So, di ba kasi sa Amazon, yung nagmo-move ng product isang Amazon. So, bali ikaw as a seller or as a supplier,
Correct.
nagbibigay ka lang. So, ang Amazon, make sure nila na your product and the quality of your product is good because when it comes to delivering a package, hindi naman makikita yung seller. Ang nakikita nila is Amazon.
As Amazon.
Amazon
yes.
is the one doing the delivery. So if in case the quality of the product is not good or if it is fake, Amazon yung mabibenga, hindi naman ang seller, ang supplier na nagbibenta talaga.
Agreed, no? Anong mga recent experiences that you have like that? I mean, may mga ganong
So
issues.
if I bought like an automatic curler through Amazon, hindi siya nagko-curl, sira talaga siya. Pero when you press the button, umiikot siya. Pero pag nilagay mo yung buhok mo, wala na. So sinauli ko siya. And then if you will search for an item in any website like Noon or Alibaba or Amazon, you will have to check the review because some reviews are good, some reviews are not really good. May name naman yung sila ng mga seller.
So, Mitch, paano nyo rectify yung kapag may mga ganong incident? So, paano nyo rectify yung pag may mga customer complaint kayo na, di ba sabi mo nga, kayo ang nakapront ang Amazon. So, kapag nakatanggap sila ng failure materials from sa inyo na galing dun sa supplier ninyo, so paano nyo nare-rectify yung ganon?
So sa internal side namin, ine-escalate namin siya sa company. So we will ask them why you delivered a fake item or why the item is not working. There are some reports that we need to deep dive prior to sending them like a breach of contract or any document that would remove them from our service.
Diba? Expectation versus reality. It was on the site. It was a very small, this is the order, a wallpaper. When it was delivered, it looks like this. And then when you get to see, yun pala yung details ng kanyang mga tuta pala yun.
So,
mga tuta pala yung mga pug. Nag-order si kuya ng shirt. Then deliver.
Rusty, ganyan na yung mo.
Ako yun, yung sa kabila, hindi yung pambabae.
Sobrang haba. Ayan yung in-order. Ano na-receive niya? Oh my God. Ano to? Ay, unan. Ayan. So these are your... Ang ganda-ganda sa picture. So ito yung mga they were trying to ayun, chair. Ito kalaki. I ordered the chair for my room of Amazon and hindi nagbabasa ng details.
Yeah. Minsan hindi sila nagbabasa ng details like ano yung in-order nila. Nakalagay naman doon. May picture din. So if magbabrowse ka ng picture, malalaman mo kung gaano kalaki, ano ang included.
True.
Mad kasi talaga magbasa.
Look at that. Oh my God, puro basura. Okay, true. Madaming ganito, di ba mga hawks? I would know someone that nag-order siya ng lingerie. Ang ganda sa picture, yung mga parang Victoria's Secret na lingerie nung Nung na-receive niya, di mura, sabi ang ganda sa picture. Nung na-receive niya, parang yung mga lingerie sa Giftland, sa mga gift collection. So yung quality ng bra, hindi yun yung ina-expect niya. Hi, Paddy, you're back.
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay.
Sir Joel, may question ako.
Sure, dear, go ahead.
Anong difference ng KPA tsaka tester?
I'm sorry, the?
KPA at tester.
Okay, I think you're not supposed to sell those testers, ang copy A is the one that you can still sell. Is that the case with Amazon? Hindi mo pwedeng i-sell ang
Hindi.
tester.
Ang ano ka kasi, gusto kong pumasok ng parang reseller na business, which is
Yes.
perfume.
Correct.
So I was looking for a direct supplier yesterday. May nakikita akong copy A. Meron din ako nakitang original tester.
Original tester, I might say, it's a tester. You're not supposed to sell those. The copy A is the one that you can, it's not the original.
Yeah, it's not the original, right?
Well, it's a copy. Kung pabango yan, dear, hindi maglalas yung pabango. Anong brand ito?
Eh, dapat doon ka sa original tester. Kasi yung original tester, di ba? Original product talaga yun. Pero hindi lang siya pumasa sa final review ata.
Is that, yun ang ano nila? Yun ang description nila?
Yeah.
Ano, what? Tell me a brand. Victoria's Secret?
May mga like, let's say for example, Joe Malone, Gucci and Gabbana, mga ganun na.
Yes. Oh, yes. I would say a tester. Paano yung volume? Hindi ba ito yung mga maliliit?
May mga 100 ml, may 50 ml. So bukas ko pa marireceive yung sample. Pakita ko sa'yo.
Correct. Sige. Ay, yeah. Send it in the group. I mean, I'll create a group that is within us without the management para you can send stuff like that because sa nun kasi nandun yung boss. It's added doon. So it might not be appropriate na nabobomba yung kanilang inbox ng non-related to their ano. But yeah, I'll create a group without the management para tayo-tayo lang. You can send it there. How much is your investment? How much were they asking you to invest?
Like for 12 pieces, 400. So bali each is like 33 dirhams.
Let's check kung kikita si... Okay. How many pieces?
Let's say 12. Let's say start ka ng 12, 400 yung cost mo.
So 33. How much are you supposed to sell it?
On that, I'm not yet sure if 10% yung margin or 20%.
So 50, around 50, you'll sell it by 50 or 60.
Yeah.
Lakihan mo para tumubo ka kasi kung pag-free delivery ka, if you were do the free delivery para bawi ka, if your cost is 33, how much ml?
Mayroong 100 ml.
How
But I
much are
think
you?
it would depend on the brand, right?
Ideally, it's double the price. If you're coming from 33 dirhams, sell it for 60.
So, if
75.
kayo, if worth it ba na bumili ng perfume? Worth
That's 60.
50 or 60?
Well, I personally, during the bakasyon, I mean, no, the season giving, ang mga regalo ko pabango. So, from certain brand here, Aljaza, Jumeirah. So, yun yung mga brands nila. They're only selling it. We got one item. Ang cost niya, most likely ay 40. Kasi parang sinel niya sa amin 500 divided by 500 dirhams, 12 pieces na pabango. Yung malalaki na ganyan. I think that's 200, 250 ml. Yung mga ganyan kalalaki na pabango. So they're selling it. We got it. The package is 500 dirhams for 12 pieces. So the cost, if you would check, is 41.
41.
Yes. So say for example, the original price or the capital is 33. So they still earn 8 dirhams per each. How many pieces? 12. 8 times 12, they have 96 dirhams earning from that. coming from the buyer. So not bad.
Not bad, sir.
Yeah.
For you, miss, I think you have to double the price, man. If
Double the price. Pahulugan mo. Hulugan mo kay Faith. Adi, Michelle is selling perfumes. Would you need perfume? Give for your girlfriends.
Girlfriends.
Yeah. One Filipina, one Uganda, one Indian girlfriend, all perfume like that.
Who is selling?
Perfume.
Who is selling?
Di niya narinig. Yeah, she's selling perfume. She will send in the group. You will buy,
Okay.
she will give discount. So imagine daw discounts, no? Pinababa nila. Eh, ang laki ng price pala. They have like a high markup. The original price, it's 33. So they will sell it for 70. Do you have discount? Yes, I have discount for you, 10%. Oh, kana na lang yun, 60. May kita pa rin sila. I'll give you more discount if you buy more. So you see the markup. So how much are you thinking of selling it, Michelle?
I think around 50 to 60, depends on the MN.
Yeah, that's true. So are they giving you options to get copy A or tester? Do you have choice or
No,
you don't have choice? You have to choose.
I look for a direct supply of original tester than copy A.
Original tester. Okay. Get samples as well. Same brand. Because when I bought those perfume, the one that I purchased, it doesn't last. When I spray it, it's just less than an hour. You cannot smell it anymore. Yeah. If you purchase something, you want something that will last. But I personally, that's my observation with all the items that I purchased. They don't last. It's just less than an hour. Then you have to spray again. What's the purpose if it won't last? Might as well buy an original perfume, something that would last on your skin. Build win-win solution strategies. Patty, read for me.
Where are we?
Build. Yes, this one. Build win-win solutions.
It therefore makes sense to develop top-level strategies and solutions that benefit all members in the supply chain, as well as the customer. This might include between organizations, rewards based on performance for all partners, and developing an overarching mission statement for the supply chain.
Give me an example of a win-win solution, Patty. On the end of the supplier and at the end of the retailer, or from both ends, partners, a win-win solution. Anyone would have a win-win solution? Faith?
Totally.
Yes, an example of a win-win solution between partners.
Are you meaning each side win, organization and the partners they win, or?
Yes. Give me an example.
Notary can work there. Notary.
What? A notary?
Notary.
Okay. Notary. How can be a win-win solutions? Okay.
You all know there's I normally see there are these drawers in Dubai. Is it called big drawers?
Yes.
You know that thing. Many people participate in that thing.
Correct.
They put in more money, but you will end up at the end that only 10 people, 3 people win, which means the customer, the lesser customer wins, but a large amount go to the organization.
You know what? That's true. Okay, 2 partners. There was a deal between them, and both of them wins. both of them earns. Okay. Last night I was watching this videos from Facebook. Professional line what's the term? So the work is that for expensive brands, say for example Louis Vuitton, people like rich people would fall in line just to get in the brand Louis Vuitton. Now, because I'm rich, I don't want to wait. Someone will fall in line for me. So in that way, that person, I will give money to that person for him to wait in the line. So once it's ready, I will just enter. And that's allowed. So it's a profession in the US. He turned that into a business. So what's the win-win situation there? Win-win situation, as a professional fall in line man, and for the rich man, I can just go somewhere, probably do something else, or proceed with my business while someone is waiting for me in the line. That's actually a profession. They turn it into a business.
Ang real estate dito, sir, win-win, win-win.
How?
Like me, nagpapaupa kasi ako, sir. So the real estate, yung mga real estate, ipapaupa sa mga
That makes
tenant.
sense. Yes, it's win-win situation.
So win-win
Where's your
situation.
where are your apartments? Where are your apartments? Here in Abu Dhabi? I
Yes,
mean,
sir, in Albarcia.
how many flats do you have?
Before magkaroon ng pandemic, meron akong 5 flats.
Yes.
So, pero nung nagkaroon na ng marami na hindi nakabayad.
Correct.
So, marami na din. So, kinlose ko yung
Nalugi
dalawa.
ka, Rusty?
Ha?
Nalugi ka?
Na hindi naman nalugi, pero kasi
The
bago pa lang
cost,
magkaroon ng
yes. He
bago
has
pa
to
lang
compute.
magkaroon.
Correct.
So
how many flats do you have left?
3 flats, sir, but the real estate now is going back to normal. So I can say it's profitable now. At least 1 flat can earn like 3,000 dirhams, 4,000
Correct.
dirhams.
Yes.
So that is a win-win situation from real estate to landlord to tenant.
Correct. That because how much would be your partition? How much do you rent for your partition?
It depends. Like in Arbarcia, the normal rate here now is closed partition is 1,500,
Yes.
1,600. That's all in.
Yeah.
Tulad ko nga, naka-partition lang ako.
Correct. That's very brainy. That's a good strategy.
Yes, nagkaroon ako ng 5 flat, pero nag-partition lang din ako, sir. So, hindi ko naman kailangan kasi yung
Exactly.
para lang
This is
yun
a
sa
good
mga
business.
jowa-jowa.
This is really good business, and at least you have an income apart from this is your
Yes, sir,
side
it's
hustle.
really, I can say it's really good business because dahil yung business ng asawa ko na ipatayo niya sa Pilipinas, so nanggaling lang din yun sa kinita ko sa loob ng 3 taon.
Correct.
Na so lahat ng kinikita ko pinapadala ko sa kanya. Okay.
What business do you do in the Philippines? Your wife?
Dalawa, sir, yung niya. Una, nagtayo siya ng parang mini grocery sa parang National Road. And then, as I said, she is dealer, supplier, soft drinks and beverage.
Yes.
Pangalawa, sir, yung tinayo niya, nagtayo siya ng milk tea shop. So lahat lang yung galing lang din sa kinita ko sa pagpa-plat.
You're lucky that you have like a business-minded wife. Hindi yung nakasahod lang, 'di ba? She knows how to,
Ako lang din kasi sarang nag-post sa kanya na ganun. So
correct. So the money generating, so you weren't hit that like hard when the pandemic arrived. 'Di ba? Some people are relying so much with their income and their work, and then when the pandemic hits, Sure, but the construction because during the pandemic came, I was in Doha. We never stopped in the construction, right? Did you stop?
Yes, it never stopped. No,
we did not. And that's an advantage for them because we were building roads. There were no roads So there were no less obstruction. When it comes to the maintenance of the roads and our creation of the underpasses, because that was our projects eh. Mas naging advantage sa kanila. We did.
During pandemic, the supply chain is a little bit, parang medyo nahirapan kasi sa supply chain eh. But I heard this 2022 supply chain will go back to normal.
We
like
cope
China,
up because we already know what to do. People
Mhm.
get vaccinated, so that would lessen. Omicron, as they said, it is less lethal than the previous variant. So it is you can easily get it. It's it easily widespread, but it won't kill you. It would be less lethal. At the same time, we already are vaccinated. Are you guys vaccinated?
Yes.
Yeah, I already had my booster shot.
See, she had her booster shot. The aim for booster shot and vaccine is for you not to get sick, but she still got COVID. So there's no really assurance because all the people that I know that had COVID are vaccinated. But it's lesser, right? It's just like a normal flu. Did you have like a difficulty in breathing and all?
No, sir.
True. Create end-to-end visibility. Paddy, all partners.
All partners in a supply chain should be able to see all activities, especially those that are directly related to their own process. Information sharing and media support to supply chain visibility. Ensure that all partners have access to appropriate, up-to-date information. Communication process and information sharing policies can also ensure everyone is kept in the loop.
Correct. So reports is necessary when you're doing a partnership with certain companies. You have to be updated with reports. You give them reports. Oh, this is what we have achieved for the week. This is what we have achieved for the month. This is what we have achieved for the quarter. We are earning. There are some challenges, but these are the solution. Visibility. We have to make them aware of what's going on. That's important. I myself, I did that the same thing, helping because I'm helping my siblings back home. Binigyan ko sila ng source of somehow income instead of them na nakasahod. We did this puguan. So we got quail farm. So I got quail farm in Tarlac. I sent them like a capital for the quails, for the housing, for the feeds, and now they have source. At the same time, they won't be like always always asking at the end of the month. You know, your relatives only know you at the end of the month. Pag mga 25 nag-hello na sa'yo yan, your relatives would say, how are you? Are you doing? Have you eaten? First and last weekend yan. Pag hindi ka man ako magpadala ng katapusan, mag-message pa yan. Paddy, we're talking about relatives back in our home countries, friendly during end of the month. Is that the same case with you?
Yeah, that's the same case to everyone. Those people, they need money. Yeah.
They would be asking you if you have eaten already. How is your situation? Only at the end of the month. They are visible. Visibility. So you already know what visibility is. Develop cross-functional teams. Read this for me, Patty.
Where possible, create teams with involvement from different supply chain partners. These teams can be used to manage day-to-day issues, drive operational strategies, develop ideas for improvement, and ensure continued collaboration.
Continued collaborations. It's we want to do something together. In certain companies, we try to do partnership because that would give us a wide range. Probably what you can do, because we will also learn from our partners. Imagine if that iMile partnership with Amazon, they are learning from Amazon because they're trying to tie up with a company that has a stronghold, that is known. They will learn together, exchange best ideas. So that's what we do with it when it comes to partnership with supply chain and logistics. We find those good partners. Parang pag-aasawa yan, Faith. You find someone who win-win ang situation. All right. I think this is the last topic. Yay! Patapos na tayo. We still have like 15 minutes. Supply chain, deliver. Oh, there you go. Konti na lang pala. All right, so it's just very less. Bear with me. Ay, mali. At the end. Scrolling down. There you go. Sustainability. Lesson 11. What is sustainability, Paddy? Defining.
The United Nations defines as sustainability has a decent standard living for everyone today without compromising the needs of future generations.
That's true. So we are trying to not compromise Mother Earth. In business, continue.
In business, we can help promote and support sustainability by looking at profit as having 3 different elements. That is referred to as the triple bottom line.
Okay. Everyone look at the illustration. So they are interlocking to each other. They're all connected. People, planet, profit. PPP. People, planet, profit. What's under people? Faith.
People, human rights, education, good working conditions, positive community impact, respect for diversity, and cultural needs.
Mm-hmm. So your items or the product or services that you will produce out there or deliver to the market has to abide with these human rights. You should have like education, working conditions, and respect for diversity and cultural needs. What about for the planet, Michelle?
Minimize energy and resource use, minimize carbon footprint, respect biodiversity, support wildlife protection, minimize pollution to land, sea, air, and people.
Okay, maybe it might not be part of your business. Are you familiar with Recap? It's a recycling company that collects garbage. Recap. Recap. So they're trying to collect your garbage and you will earn like points. And that points can be converted into some goods. So this is like a good application. Maybe say, for example, Amazon has made some partnership with Recap. The packaging, because I have plastic, I have paper, something that you could use, and that means once it's received you can use it for recycling, so you would reduce. In countries like UAE, we don't have much problem with garbage, unlike in third world country or in our country, developing country, back in the Philippines. Ang basura mo babalik sa'yo, your garbage will go back to you. You throw it, once the rainy season comes, there will flood. You will see garbage floating inside your house through the flood. So you know what I mean. So that's companies trying to be sustainable. We think about our planet. It has been like this 3 decades ago. Until now, it's still a problem. So what's wrong with that? What's the problem with that? We are still experiencing these issues in the Philippines. Paddy, Rusty. Simula nung pinanganak ka, sinasabi na ang reduce, recycle. Hanggang ngayon, devastating pa rin yung mga natin sa basura. Who has fault with that, Rusty? Nakamute ka.
Makamute.
Sorry. Siguro
Ano
sir,
dapat sisihin?
siguro sir kasi parang usapang gobyerno ata. Kasi kung ako natatangan kasi we need to adapt some other countries' strategies like in UAE. Marami kasing mga dito like what you're saying, like the full circle, may mga nagko-collect sila ng mga waste. Sa atin yata sir, so parang hindi pa siya ganun ka-develop. Like what you said,
malaki yung
these
bansa
countries are developed countries.
you would see this country, it has so much like space. Doon nila lalagay yung basura, landfill dito. Ang bansa natin, it has been like used na. So ang landfill natin puno na. So and
wala na kasi sir, wala na kasing area para mapagtapunan. Yung di ba, remember
basura ng Canada.
So tinapon natin sa amin yun. Sa Kapas, so tinapon doon.
Yes,
so,
we're familiar. So yung mga basura sa Canada tinatapon sa atin. Di ba ang tingin nila sa atin basurahan?
Meron naman tayo sa tulad dun sa Payatas, may mga may mga Smoky Mountain naman tayo doon. So pero hindi pa siya ganoon ka-effective kasi when it comes to cycling. So palagay ko ang gobyerno kailangan
we need, yes, that's true. I think it should be like a mandate, like a hardcore mandate from the government, because still the people are getting are the ones who are mainly affected.
Kasi there is no concrete.
Matigas na yung ulo ng mga Pinoy.
Yeah.
What I observe as except
In
for
general.
Paddy, we are all Filipinos. So if you compare UAE and Philippines, in Philippines, I don't think they want some change. They just want to adopt what is normal for them. So if you introduce another kind of law, or just like what happened in yung Bay,
Dolomite Beach,
yung di ba, ilang years before siya nalinis. Tsaka ang mga Pinoy matitigas ang ulo, sabihan mo na wag magtapon, nagtatapon pa rin.
Manila Bay yun. Discipline mo. Hindi kasi disiplinado yung
walang disiplina. Even di ba sa yung COVID lockdown, UA said, lockdown, you are not allowed to go out, stay at home. Pero sa Pinoy, sinabihan na stay at home, nagrarally pa rin. So, talaga yung COVID must spread. I don't know why. I mean, we follow the law here in UAE.
Agreed, that's true. Because this is not our country. We can be deported if we did not follow the rules. But you know what I'm talking about. We have to...
Sir, nabalitaan niyo po ba yung nangyari dyan sa Abu Dhabi? May 2 Pinoy na nahuli sa drugs. That penalty.
Is it here in Abu Dhabi?
Parang
in
sa
Abu Dhabi, yes.
Death penalty po yata ang sa kanila. 2 Pilipino.
Drug peddling.
I've seen that. I've seen that in my post kasi ang natin may page tayo. I think I've seen that post as well. But I didn't know it's in Abu Dhabi. Is it in Abu Dhabi? I thought it was in Dubai.
Hindi ko lang masyadong kung saan.
True. I didn't know that as well. I didn't but that sentence because So this is not our country. Let's abide the law. When we are we don't even have privilege of being a citizen here, so all our lives, if we are gonna stay here, we just have to follow what they say. And it's really strict. Unlike in the Philippines, it's a democratic country. Lahat may say. Lahat, everyone has their opinions.
Mga matalino, sila yung
Everyone is
Yes.
intelligent.
kahit sinong maupong opisyalis dyan, good or bad, hindi mangyayari, wala talagang improvement.
Exactly.
Kasi at first and foremost, dapat manggaling ang improvement sa self natin. Kahit pa sabihin mo na ito dapat i-mandate, dapat
Teka.
i-implement,
Yeah.
pero walang nagfa-follow, wala talaga.
Mitch,
There will
galit
see
ka?
complaints.
Speaking, who will
Ay,
you be
who got si
voting
Mitch?
as a president?
I don't have names
about it?
yet. I still have a good length of time to vote, but you're all voters here, right?
Vote.
Michelle, you're a voter?
No, I will not vote anyone.
What about
Like
you,
Manny Pacquiao?
Rusty? Are you a registered voter? Rusty?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Nagpa-registered po ako nung months ago. Punta ako sa
Jan,
ano.
are you a registered voter?
No, I'm not even registered in OWA yet.
Yeah,
No.
I'm a registered voter as well. So let's see how it's gonna be, but we still have time to check the leaders because I'm waiting for the debate. I'm waiting like what their
Rooting
stand
for
is.
Manny Pacquiao. I'm rooting for Manny.
No judgment.
Yeah, no judgment.
No judgment. All right, cool.
Kami magbablock, don't worry.
True. All right, profit, good return on investment, contribution to country's GDP, measures to alleviate property and sustain involvement, maintain appropriate taxes. So this is part one of the holistic sa government. I think we just have much time, but we just have like few topics to tackle. Let's just continue this next meeting. Yes.